Greetings, dear viewer. Today our camera will take an unforgettable journey back to the 80s to look back at the top 10 most epic street arcade games of that time. Ready to dive into a world of adrenaline, competition and skill? Then hold on tight, because we're heading back to a time when games were simple but addictive. 1. Pac-Man is a classic game where the player controls the main character named Pac-Man, who must collect all the dots in a maze, while avoiding the ghosts that are trying to catch him. By collecting special powerful dots, Pac-Man can temporarily make the ghosts vulnerable and eat them. 2. Tetris is a game that has won the hearts of millions of players. It is a puzzle game where the player needs to control falling blocks of different shapes to get horizontal lines and eliminate them from the playing field. The more lines are eliminated, the more points the player will get. 3. Street Fighter, one of the most popular fighting game series, where players can choose their favourite fighter and fight in epic fights on the streets. Each character has unique punches and combos, and special moves and special attacks make fights even more exciting. 4. Double Dragon is a classic action game where players must rescue a kidnapped girl from bandits and their main villain. Players can utilise various techniques and combos to deal with enemies on the way to the final battle. Punch-Out! Arcade boxing simulator, where the player needs to defeat all opponents by using punches and blocking at the right moment. Each opponent has unique abilities and weaknesses, so the player must strategize to win. 6. Galaga is a classic arcade shooter where the player controls a spaceship and fights hostile alien creatures. The player needs to maneuver and shoot smartly to destroy enemies and earn maximum points. 7. Frogger is an addictive arcade game in which the player controls a frog that must cross busy roads and a river, avoiding cars and other obstacles. The goal of the game is to move as many frogs as possible to safety. 8. Donkey Kong is a game in which the player must save a princess from a giant monkey named Donkey Kong. The player must climb ladders and jump over obstacles to reach the top and rescue the princess. 9. Dig Dug is a fun arcade game where the player has to dig underground. 10. Mortal Kombat is a cult fighting game that has become one of the most famous and successful series of games in the genre. Here players will have to participate in exciting fights with a variety of fighters. We've just taken a ride through our top 10 iconic street arcade games of the 80s. We hope you found this trip down memory lane as exciting as we did. Thanks for watching, and see you soon for more adventures.